On True Client Pro, project is the heart of the program. This is where you are going to be constantly making changes, updating information, and go to the project itself. Project on True Client Pro is equivalent to having a folder pulled out of a file cabinet or a drawer, right? So pretend the project is your file cabinet itself or drawer, and within that you have multiple projects. So when we click on this edit button, it is like pulling out the folder out of the drawer. So here we have a digital folder. So we're going to review on a high level every single tab and just kind of review what we can do on each of the tab. For the further detailed video about each of the tab, click on the eye up on the top and watch the video for a specific page. Project detail is a high-level information about the project itself, who, what, when, where. So this will give you that information. The next one is interaction tracking. So your phone logs that you spoke with a client and you want to record it instead of the sticky notes and paper notes. This is where you're going to come and record these conversations. When you record these conversations, you will have an opportunity to assign this note to yourself or to your staff member, which will reduce your business briefing time. The next tab is the inspirational photos. I absolutely love this tab because wedding industry is not functionable without, visual images. We're all about visual. You can add photos from the True Client Pro library that you have built or the True Client Pro library itself, and you can add photos in here to share with your client, or you can drag and drop something from your desktop. Note that the client can also add photos here as well, along with they can share their Pinterest link and other files. Project photos and videos. This is a little bit different than inspirational. So anything you decide with your client that you've agreed upon, or it's actually related to the project, such as venue photo, or what does your cake look like, or the attire looks like, what does a floral centerpiece looks like. You can add small clips of videos and images here. The next one we have is venue and vendor. So for this particular project, you can collect all the vendors who are working on this project. So if you're a planner, obviously this is a huge thing for you. For florist and every other vendor also, this is very big because we want to think about the social media, right? Think about the algorithms. We want to know which vendors we're working with for networking purposes, and also for, tagging them on the day of the event, week before the event. So this is super important to also create. Project worksheet. Now this is your heart of the entire project itself. This is where you are going to constantly edit information to show up on the proposal, contract in various places. So we'll dive deep into this again, on each page, there is an I. We'll dive deep into the project worksheet itself. Without the project worksheet, you can't really create an invoice, proposal, or contract. So let's go to payment and invoice. This is where you're going to manage all of your payments and fees. So you're going to see anything you added on the worksheet, whether it's a description, image, details of pricing, you're going to see it as an invoice tab. Then you have your fee tab where you can customize any of the fee, add the fees in. And then we have the payment. This is where you're going to create your projected payments, and then you're going to record your received payments. Next tab is the proposal. This is where you get to tell a story to your client by creating a different types of proposal and sharing them with you and what you can accomplish for their big day. You can choose one of our 4 layouts and then change images. You can preview it before you generate it, and then we can share that with client right here on this portal. Next tab is contract. You can add as many contract as you need to per project, but first you need to add one contract template. You pull that in from your contract, and then all the smart fields such as a client's name, their address, all will be pulled in here. and you can simply click a button here to send a contract to the client. You can also manage a physically signed contract right here, and you can view your history. Notepad. Notepad, I absolutely love Notepad because it's having a blank piece of paper or having a template that I've added and continue to bring that into this project. I can share this particular Notepad with a client, or I can just keep it private to myself and my team. Document storage. So we want you to have a place to store various types of documents. So again, you do not need to go into your email. It's really all in one digital folder for you. So you can, collect any of the vendor COIs, or you can collect a document or any PDF that your client has created, floor plan, various things right up here. What I have learned to do is that I end up adding now my invoices. So, I can add my floral bills, my supply bills, or any charts or things that I have. I upload them here. And here you can choose to share them with a client, or you don't need to. Client and staff chat. Oh, do we love this feature? This really helps you set those beautiful boundaries by not replying to text message right away or email right away, because on TrueClient Pro, there is an automated email that goes, when a client chats with you or you chat with a client, recognizes by just saying, hey, we got your chat, right? So you can choose a chat topic, which you can customize and add a note. So no longer you need to take a screenshot from your phone and then email it to yourself or email it to your staff. It all stays here, and your staff can also chat, and there will be a name of the person who logs in and whoever chats with the client. Table and guest details. So this is a wonderful feature for many types of vendors. So you can add different types of tables. What shape is it? How many tables? How many guests are seating? What size is it? What type of meal? So for florists, that's important to design the flora. For planner, it's important to understand high level of what's being set up. For stationery, they also come into the play, and it really helps. Guest seating on a high level, if there is some kind of a specific need, the planner can really utilize this feature and then work with their client. Timeline. Anybody can use the timeline. I create timeline for my staff on what needs to be done. You can create timeline for your client. And, you can share this with your client to see it and edit it in future. Budget tracking. Again, this is a dual feature. You can create a budget for your client to help them keep track of a wedding expense itself, or you can actually track project expense itself. Use it however it works for you the best. Project tracking. Oh my God, we love this feature because you can add all the default tasks that you need to do, particularly for this project, and then you can assign them, you can add due dates, and you can have so much fun with this and really help you stay organized. The last action report is where it's the 1 week or 2 weeks prior to the wedding. You are able to produce these reports for yourself or your team to stay organized, and you can watch each individual video on each of the report here. Run of the day reports are the reports that you need on the day of the event, and they work with various pages such as project worksheet, times and locations, recipe instructions. All of that comes together. So be sure to watch videos for each one of the specific tab to learn more about those. I hope this gives you a high-level overview on the project itself. Feel free to email us at support@TrueClient Pro or chat with us from the bottom right-hand corner if you have any questions.